All right. Welcome everyone to Pilates Flow. So I just wanted to start today by explaining the class a little bit since it's our first one. So this is going to be a combo of some yoga style sequences moving through a bunch of different poses and stretches. Once we do that, we're going to really stretch out our hips. We're then going to move into more of a yoga bar sequence. And bar is pretty similar to what I would say standing Pilates. So we're going to do flow through those 3 different times, adding movements. And then we're going to move into our Pilates portion. In our Pilates portion, Pilates was developed by a man named Joseph Pilates, and it's all focused on basically 32 exercises to strengthen our core. And our core is our stomach, it's our obliques, which are our sides, our low back, our chest, and our hip girdle. And then finally, we're going to end with some relaxation, a little cool down. So something to know about me is that I am a Mat Pilates certified instructor. However, I am not a 200-hour registered yoga teacher. So please keep that in mind. Although I am studying to be one, I do not have that certification yet. That's why it's not called Yoga Pilates. It's not Pyo. It's just a flow. We're just flowing through movements. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. Again, I'm not playing any music, so feel free to cue up your music, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a tabletop position. So tabletop position, hands stacked under my shoulders, and a nice 90-degree angle, pressing here. Press firmly through your hands, spread your hands wide like you're digging to sand, and we're going to go through a couple cat-cows. So cat, we lift our cow, we lift our chest up nice and high, look towards the sky. And cat, we curl it all in, stretch in between the shoulder blades, squeeze your belly button up into your spine, bring your hips in, and again, up into cow, drop your belly, gaze up. And cat, curl in, tuck your tailbone, spread your shoulder blades wide. From here, we're going to release back into a downward facing, or into a tabletop position, nice neutral, and we're just going to rock our hips side to side. Sometimes when we do a lot of core movements, low core movements like we do in Pilates, it can feel like there's a lot of pain and discomfort in our hips. And that's really just because our hips are really tight. So I really love before any of my Pilates classes that we're doing some sort of hip opener, some hip movement to relax the hip muscles, the hip flexors, so we can really focus on working our lower abs. Now here, let's stop. We're going to do hip circles forward, backwards. So lift your right leg, roll it forward. We're going to go 5 in each direction. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. We're going back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Switch sides, hip circles. On the left, we're going forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, and going backwards for 5. You can probably even feel your hips clicking right now. Hopefully this feels like some good movement. Just do whatever you can. 1 more, and done. Now knees apart, feet together, sit it back into a child's pose. Stretch your arms out nice and long. And when you're here, I just like to make this dynamic by moving your hips side to side. So this should feel like a nice gentle massage on your hip creases. Feel a good stretch through and length through your arms as well. So we're just moving with it back and forth. From here, I want you to roll forward, bring your knees in, tuck your back toes, and press back into a downward facing dog. When you're up here, make sure that your biceps are turning in towards your body. You're looking at your belly button. I just want you to move with it. Make this dynamic as well. Really stretch it out. We're gonna do a few more. 2 and 1. Press back into the downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg nice and high. I even feel like a hip crack from there alone. And then rotate over if you can to really stretch out your hip, big hip opener here. Back to center and bring your knee in nice and close and step it into a lunge. Whatever way you have to get to your lunge, that's fine. Lift your hands all the way up, big stretch, so you should feel this on your opposite side. Big stretch up. You can rock forward and backwards like what I'm doing. You can do a nice little twist to the side. Whatever feels good here. Plant both hands down, tuck your back toes, and energetically press back into a downward facing dog. All of that on the other side. We lift our left leg nice and high, and then we open it up if you can. Only do what feels good. I like to do little ankle circles, just really get everything nice and loose and relaxed. From here back to center. Now bring your knee in nice and close like you're gonna tuck it in and come into a lunge. Arms all the way up, move back and forth. Really breathe into this. If you did a reach over, do it on this side. You did a twist, do it on this side. Again, all of that stretch coming from this side hip, moving forward and back. All right, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet to your hands. And once you get there, slowly roll all the way up, arms overhead. Stretch over to one side, stretch over to the other side. Now tuck your right leg back behind your left and forward fold. So slight bend in the knees, drop it down, bring your chest down to your toes. Should feel like a nice stretch on your IT band, which runs on the outside of your leg. In a forward fold, bring your feet back to regular position, roll all the way up. Switch sides, left behind right, side bend a knee, and rotate all the way down, fold it down, big stretch of the IT band here. This is gonna be our last stretch. We're gonna get started with our flow, our Pilates flow after this. Bring your feet right next to each other as they should be. Roll it all the way up. Mountain pose. And one more time, forward fold, slight bend in the knees. Bring your chest down to your feet. Hold it here. We have halfway lift, hands on the shins. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Look forward, feel a nice opening in your chest, in your shoulders, in your collarbones. Press actively into your shins, really open up. Should feel really good. And plant your hands, step it back to our plank. First plank of class. Let's hold it here and really feel it. So we're just holding it here, feeling good, warming up our core. Squeeze your belly to your spine. Open up up your shoulders. Think about opening up your shoulders. Think about your body as nice, one long line. If you have to, you can always go down on your knees, but make sure your core is still engaged. Holding it here, we're almost there. Give me 10 seconds holding it. We lower down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Great job. Flat feet, press up. Nice little cobra. Come down. Tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Press back. Now lift your right leg nice and high. We're going knee to same elbow. Bring it in, knee to same elbow, just like you want it to touch. Squeeze your core, exhale. Inhale, back up. Now we're going opposite elbow. Knee to opposite elbow. Exhale, squeeze, bring it in. All the way up. Now bring your knee to your nose and hold it for a second. Hold it here, right here. Now plant your foot, use your core strength. We bring it up into a low lunge, hands overhead, and we hold. Just like we held that plank, we're holding it here right now. Feeling good. Back leg is straight. For now, really feel it. We're gonna start to pulse. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here again. And then step it up energetically into a chair pose. You're squeezing your thighs together. Your arms are still overhead. And we're holding it here. Drop your booty down a little bit more. Squeeze your belly in. Make sure your back is nice and flat. In 3 seconds, we pulse. Let's begin. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax, forward fold. Woo! You can feel it in your arms. You should feel it in your legs. From here, we roll all the way up. Mountain pose. Olive head on the other side. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands firmly into your shins. Open your collarbones. Plant your hands, step it back. Plank pose, hold. We're holding it here. We're feeling good. We're feeling strong. Keep holding. And nice and slow as possible, as slow as you can go. Lower down, tuck the elbows in. Biceps face forward. Lower down, nice and slow. Press up, stretch the low back, stretch the chest open. Tuck the back toes, press back, downward facing dog. And left leg nice and high. We're going knee to same elbow. Exhale, pull in, use your core, press back up. Knee to opposite elbow, exhale, use your core, press it in, and back up. Knee to nose, bring it in, hold for a second, use your core as you step your foot all the way through, and lift up, low lunge. Back leg is going to be straight for now. We're just holding it here, and we'll pulse in a few. In 5 seconds, we're gonna pulse. 2, 1, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Energetically step it up to chair. Toes touch. Thighs pressed together, holding it here. You can keep your hands forward as well or down at your side. If you really want to get in your shoulders, use your arms, hold it here. And let's pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! Reach down, forward fold. We have a change coming up. Let's reach up, roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. Mountain pose, arms overhead. Woo! And back down, forward fold. Reach for your toes. Halfway lift. Hands on shins, open your collarbones. And release. Plant your hands, step it back into a plank. We're not going to hold this here for long. We're going down nice and slow. Tuck your elbows. They should raise your rib cage. Flat feet. From here, we're going to do a little back extension. So we're going to lift our feet, lift our hands, back extension, down, plant your toes, press it all the way back, up, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Here's where we have a change. We're going knee to out, same side elbow with a pulse. Bring it in, exhale, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3-leg dog, lift it up. We're going knee to opposite elbow, pulsing 8 times. Exhale, bring it in, opposite side and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and done. Press it all the way back up. Again, knee to nose and hold it there. No pulsing. Drop your foot down and lift it up into a low lunge. Lift in here. Whew. Hold it here for just a second. Now energetically press your back foot up into a chair. Keep holding chair. Holding chair right here. Feel the shape. Bring your hands together and we're gonna do prayer crunches. So here we are in chair. We're gonna crunch down and up. Down and up. If you're not going with me, start now. We're doing 8. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to chair. Hold it here and relax. Forward fold. Feels good. Lift all the way up. Mountain pose. If you're just joining me, we're just working our way through a nice little flow with some bar movements. Reach down, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands press into shins, open your collarbones. Relax, plant your hands, step it back into a plank. Make sure you're rotating your biceps forward and lower down nice and slow and in control. Elbows graze your side. Nice flat feet. Lift up, back extension, hands lift, feet lift. Down. Tuck your back toes. Lift up, downward facing dog. We repeat all of that now on our left. Left leg lifts up high. 3-leg down dog. We're going knee to same side elbow with a pulse. Inhale. Now exhale, bring it in, same side. Now pulse your knee to elbow. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back, relax. Now we're going knee to opposite side, elbow pulsing. Inhale, now exhale, pull it in. Pulse your knee for 8, 7, underneath. Hold it up into a high lunge. Hold it here for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale, feels good. Now step it into a chair. Remember, we're just gonna hold our chair. Now we're doing prayer crunches to the other side. So toes together, thighs together, bring your hands in. We have 8 crunches. We're crunching down for 8, back to center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to chair and then release, forward fold. We have one more flow to get through, then we're moving on to our Pilates sequence. Roll up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to a mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, reach for your feet, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands press into shins, open up your collarbones. Relax, plant your hands, step it back into a plank. Hold it here. And we're gonna drop it now onto our elbows. So you can do this from your knees as well. If you need to, you can always do all of your planks on your knees. Otherwise, join me here on our elbow plank. Woo! Make it shake, feel good. And down, relax, plant your hands, press up. You can do an upward facing dog, or you can come into a cobra, just lift your chest. Now tuck your back toes, press it back into a downward facing dog. We lift our right leg nice and high. No pulses, don't worry, but we are going knee to same side elbow. Press back. Knee to opposite side elbow. Back. Knee to nose, step through to lunge, use your core, make some space, plant your foot. And then up into a low lunge. Here's where we have a change. We are going to do a little Pilates move. And then here, a bow and arrow. We pull it back, reach to center. Now follow along with me. We're going back for 8, 7, use your core, exhale as you twist. 2 more, 2, 1, hands up, step it up into chair. From here, we have a lat pull down in chair. Watch me once, I pull back, back to center. We have 8, let's do it together. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up and release, forward fold. We're doing that on the other side. Roll it up, mountain pose. And down, forward fold. Halfway lift, collarbones broaden. Look forward. Relax, plant your hands. Step it back into a plank. Remember, you can go from your knees as well if you need to. Otherwise, I challenge everyone to be nice and high on their toes. Now bring it down, elbow plank, however you need to get there. And we're gonna hold it here. Make sure your butt isn't coming up nice and high in the air, that you're tucking your tailbone in. Your spine is long, you're pressing your belly button up into your spine. And come down all the way. Press up, upward facing dog or cobra. Plant your back toes, step it back into a downward facing dog. All right, it's time for our left side. This is our last side, last flow. We lift our left leg nice and high. We bring our knee to same side elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to opposite side. Inhale back. Knee to nose. Nice and high here. And then step your foot through into a lunge. You know what we're doing? Lift up nice and high. Hold it here. Arms forward. We have that nice little twist bow and arrow. Twist back, squeeze your belly, and in. We're going 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Step both feet in here. We have those lat pull downs, and we pull it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Forward fold. And now this time, make sure your feet are nice and wide, help mouth apart. Come down, yogi squat. And then sit down. Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna spend the rest of class doing some Pilates core, and then finally moving on to some relaxation. Bring your feet nice and long. Hands behind the nape of the neck. We inhale up, exhale, neck pull. We bring our chin to our chest and gently facilitate by pressing our head into our knees. Obviously, I'm not going really far, but you should feel quite a sensation in your back, in your legs. Inhale up. Have a slight bend in your knees like I have now. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl it in just like you're doing a crunch. Feel that good stretch. And back up. Arms overhead. We're going into a couple roll-ups. Look down at your belly button. Roll down nice and slow and in control. Roll it down. Use your core. Try to go as slow as possible. Arms back behind. As we roll up, we lift our shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Use your core nice and high. A few more of those. Look at your belly button and roll down nice and slow and in control. Arms overhead. Shoulder blades lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Your core. And back down. Look at your belly button. Adding a change. Inhale, lift your shoulder blades up. Exhale, spine stretch. Reach for your toes. Give it a pulse. Back up. And down again. 2 more times, nice and slow. Roll up. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Exhale all the way. Reach for your toes. Pulse 1 more time. Look at your belly button. Roll down slow and in control. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Exhale, roll forward, reach for your toes, and pulse. Now bring your legs about mat width apart. Arms out to the side, we have a saw. So we inhale center, exhale twist, reach over, chop your pinky toe off your foot. Not really. Inhale back to center, exhale twist and reach. Inhale, exhale, twist and reach. Inhale, center, exhale, over, and up. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Center, exhale over. Bring your feet together. Roll it down, slow and controlled. We're going into our hundreds. Show you 2 different ways that you can do this, 2 different levels. If you're new to Pilates, you're building up your core strength still, hold it here with your feet flat, your ankles under your knees. For hundreds, we lift up into a crunch position, and we're gonna flutter our hands. We're gonna inhale 5 times, exhale 5 times. We're gonna do that 100 times, hence the name of hundreds. If you come to Pilates often, you know your legs are up in the air doing the same. All right, choose your level. Do a mix of both if you need to. And let's begin. We're going in, 2, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at your belly button. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knees in. Woo! Bring your head down. Roll here and just massage your low back. Now hands behind your neck. Everyone, no matter how long you've been doing Pilates, are gonna have knees over your belly button. We have a crisscross, but just with our hands for a second here. So we're gonna crisscross elbow, the opposite side knee, back down. And repeat, go along with me and down. My head, neck, and shoulders never touch the mat all the way. I'm supporting my head and neck, so there shouldn't be any strain. Although if you do feel some strain, that's completely normal. Just feel that in your neck. It should never be sharp and shooting, so if it is, please do not continue. Maybe address a physical therapist. But if it feels like it's tough to keep your head up, looking at your belly button without support from your hands, it probably is. Believe it or not, there are muscles in your neck, and our head is heavy, so it's holding it up. So that's something we don't do a lot in our everyday life because we're just standing. So when we're in that position, we're really forcing these muscles that don't work very often to start to work. Speaking of working, we're going into crisscrosses, legs extend forward. Last one, reach over and extend now. In and exhale. In, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You got it. Keep going. Don't stop, just modify. Just hold it in a crunch position if you have to. Otherwise, keep going. Give me 3 more on each side, then we add a pulse. 2, 2, 1, 1, and extend. Hold it here. Last pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and pulse for 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! Give your belly a nice pat. We're working hard today. Woo! Feeling good. From here, have your hands underneath your body. We're going to lift up into what's called a shoulder bridge in Pilates. So we lift up, we press our weight into our shoulders. So we lift up here, holding strong, Again, part of our core is working our hip girdles as well. Holding it here, squeeze your belly nice and strong. When we keep a nice, strong belly that's engaged, we protect our low back. Press it out here. If this feels challenging enough for you, keep it here. If you want more of a challenge, we're doing shoulder bridge walkouts. So we bring 1 foot forward, back, back. You can also do this with your hips down. So take whatever you need. Let's begin. We go forward, forward, back, back. In. 10 more seconds. Keep going. Out, in, and done. Relax. Great job. Bring your knees to the side. Hands back behind. We have a bent leg side crunch. So our chest is still facing forward to the side. Press up and down. Up. Five more. 3, 2, and 1, and back down. Straight both legs. We have a leg lift, so I'm holding it here, and I'm going to lift my leg up nice and high. So all of us together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your leg up and reach for and crunch. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Roll it over onto your bellies in what we call a prone position. We have a double leg kick here. So double leg kick, we're going to bring our feet in towards our booties, and we're going to go kick, kick, down, and then press up into a back extension with our feet on the ground. We have 10 of these. Let's begin. We go kick, kick, down, and up. Over halfway. Two more. Kick, kick, down, extend. Last one. Kick, kick, down, extend, and down. From here, flip to your other side. I'll do the full one over here. Knees are bent, hands behind the nape of the neck. We have those 10 crunches on our side. Side crunches, bent legs, we lift up for 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Support your head and your neck. Both legs are nice and long. We have leg lifts. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 10 reaches. We go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. And let's roll over back into on our backs, belly up. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side, massage your low back. Extend your right leg nice and long and have a little twist. Twist your knee over, stretch your back. Roll it back into center. Big squeeze. Switch your right leg nice and long. Roll over. Back in. Nice big hug here. You can even extend up into happy baby. If that feels good. One big hug. Pull everything in. And then release to the ground. Corpse pose. Let's relax as we get ready to move on with our day. Try to let your whole body melt into your mat, melt into your floor. If you feel like you're holding yourself up, just try to actively relax. Sit down. When you're ready, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Pull your hands up, biceps by your ears. One last big roll up, reach for your toes. Inhale your shoulder blades up. Exhale, reach for your toes. And then relax, roll your shoulder blades back. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining our first Pilates Flow class. I appreciate all of you. I hope you feel nice and strong and relaxed. And if you guys have any feedback, feel free to let me know, shoot me an email or hit me with a chat. I would love to hear what you all think. So thank you.